Hello everybody, welcome to my little corner of the internet. Today I have a very special video planned because today that I'm recording this, April 9th, 2024, marks the 10-year anniversary of me uploading my first video to YouTube. Now that might not sound like a big deal, and for some that isn't a big deal, but for me, this is a very special day because this is a hobby that I absolutely love doing, and I've spent a big chunk of my life, 10 years, posting videos on YouTube. It's honestly kind of hard to believe that I've been posting for 10 years because, like I said before, that is a long time to do anything. Today I'm going to travel back in time and take you with me and look over the past 10 years of my YouTube journey. But before we could go back to 2014 when I first started posting, we have to keep in mind that that's not where my journey started. My journey started 7 years earlier. So YouTube first came on my radar in 2007, the super early days of YouTube. And let me tell you, YouTube was a wildly different place back then. And it honestly wasn't the place for a 7-year-old me to be spending my free time on, but what can you do? So my grandfather recommended the site to me when I was bored on a summer day in 2007, 2008. And the day that I watched my first ever YouTube video is the day that my life changed. Now, I know it might sound silly to say that a website has changed your life, but for me, it really has. It played a huge part in my childhood and in my teenage years and even into adulthood. Alright, so 2007. I was there for the golden age of YouTube. YouTube was so entirely different from what it is now. YouTube looked a lot like this.
You are a lucky woman that you never ever have to go to the dentist. Don't bite it! Ow! Ow, Charlie! Ow! Charlie! That really hurt!
That is a huge difference from where we are now, where everything is monetized, everything is sponsored. You have high production values and companies making videos for influencers and everything. But back in the day, it was a lot more simple. You didn't have sponsorships, you didn't have monetization. You just had people with camcorders filming quirky little low-quality videos to share with the world. They weren't making videos as a source of income. They were making videos because they had something that they wanted to share. Everything was low quality in video and audio, but it was high quality where it mattered most. It was like a whole bunch of friends sharing videos with each other, and that's just something we don't have with modern day YouTube. When I look back and I watch these videos from the golden years, 2005 to 2009, there's a huge sense of nostalgia that comes along with it because YouTube was so different, and I miss it. I miss it a lot. I mean, I gotta be honest. I miss this era of YouTube. I will forever think that the golden era of YouTube is the best era of YouTube. And I'm not the only one. I grew up watching these videos, and I probably shouldn't have been watching the videos that I was watching, but I did anyway, and they were a huge part of my childhood. When I wasn't outside playing in the backyard, I was in the house on my grandfather's desktop computer watching YouTube. I loved watching all of the videos that got posted every single day, and I actually got to the point where I started following different YouTubers, and these YouTubers were doing something special. They were inspiring me. I didn't just want to watch videos, I wanted to make videos, and there are two early YouTubers that I watched as a kid that showed that I can do this too. And those would be K-Cheeto8.
I'm so excited we're going on a trip, Mom. I'm gonna stay up all day to see when we get there.
and Supermac 18.
Hi, I'm Matt. Guess what? I go to school. Shocker. But see, my school experiences are really messed up. What is happening in the minds of the teacher?
Now, these kids were around my age. K-Cheeto8, especially Supermac, was a couple years older. But when I watched his videos, I saw someone around my age doing something that I wanted to do, and they were doing it well. Most of the videos that I was watching were owned by like young adults and college students. They were even filming in their college dorm rooms. But Supermac 18 was different. He was my age. And he was posting some really funny videos. And 7-year-old me thought that he was the coolest person ever. So that was when my passion for YouTube first came into being. I wanted to make videos like K-Cheeto8, like Supermac, like Smosh, like Ryan Higa, like Damian Sanders, like Kyle Adams, all of these classic YouTubers. I wanted to make videos just like them. But there was a problem. I didn't have a camcorder, I didn't have a phone with a camera on it, so I couldn't make videos. But that didn't stop me from gaining more inspiration. But before I knew it, YouTube faced a big change. Here comes late 2009 to 2013. There was a shift in the YouTube world. All of a sudden you had guys like Toby Games, like PewDiePie, like Proton John, like Octane Blue, posting videos of them playing video games. And a lot of these were video games that I liked. And then I had a realization. If these guys are posting videos of themselves playing video games, I can too. And if I wasn't passionate about YouTube before, I definitely was now. And this passion kept building and building until on April 9th, 2014, I created my first ever YouTube channel and I posted my first ever video. This is what the beginning of my video making journey looked like.
So I just recently watched this movie. It's called Descent, and I have to say, what a trip-tastic movie experience. I'm going to be doing a food challenge this video, and it's a really old one. It's called the Saltine Cracker Challenge. Hello everybody and welcome to the Jelly Bean Challenge. Happy Easter everybody. Why would anybody want to go cave exploring? Especially in a cave where you don't know.
I just barely turned 13 and I was filming super fuzzy webcam footage onto my mom's desktop computer. My first ever video was a movie review and it is horrible. The few seconds that I've shown you are the best seconds and they are extremely hard for me to watch. But you gotta start somewhere. And this is how I started. I filmed these types of videos onto my first channel for a while, and they didn't really have a whole lot of rhyme or reason. Anytime I had an idea for a video that I wanted to film, I just sat down and I filmed it. Now, the one thing that I do regret is that I sadly ended up deleting a lot of these videos because they were horrible. Pretty soon after I first started making these videos, my family moved, and I thought, I'm getting a new beginning in a new town. I might as well get a new beginning on YouTube as well. And in July of 2014, I made this channel. Now, when I first made this channel, it wasn't called Matthew Bertot. In fact, I wasn't even going by Matthew back then. I was going by my first name. The name of the first iteration of this channel was EMB99.
This is my new channel. I'm gonna be doing some gameplay videos.
After taking inspiration from PewDiePie and Toby Games, I started making my own Let's Play videos.
Howdy hey 99ers, my name is ZMB99 and what is up guys?
And if I'm being honest, these videos are horrible, they're embarrassing, but they were super fun to make, and they represent a very special time in my life. I played games like Happy Wheels.
Let's do it! Woo! See you later, son. Okay, let's keep the sun with us. I will let you live. Okay, never mind. Whatever. What is going on with your legs, man? well, not legs, but your, well, see you later, son.
I played games like Minecraft.
And our teammates are already going in, so... Oh, I am really bad at PvP. Come on, help me. I got my first kill. Oh my gosh, the lag is so real. Oh, come on, easy pickings. Oh yeah. Where's the other guy? Oh, he's over here. Oh my goodness. That's my best game ever.
I played games like Turbo Dismount.
Howdy, hey 99ers. My name is EMB99. And we're back with some more Turbo Dismount. I bet this will get us through. Like, I have faith in this one. Huh? Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Oh! Yeah! Okay. I have an idea. I think it's gonna work. Just do it! He did it!
I played games like Soccer Physics.
Oh gosh! Bye-bye! Bye! Who am I? Okay, wait. Stop pressing buttons. Who am I? Okay. I'm at a loss for words right now. I don't know what to do.
Help us!
How? We're stuck!
We're stuck so bad! Oh! Okay!
Oh, there we go! Yes! Oh, wow! That has never happened to me before.
And just about any other Flash game that I could find. Now, unlike my first era of making videos, most of the videos from this time period are still here. Yes, they're still alive and well, but they're privated. And the reason why they're privated is because I was a different person back then than I am now. I had a lot of growing to do, and it shows. Some of the games that I played weren't exactly family friendly, and some of the things that I said weren't family friendly either because, again, I was just barely 13. I had inappropriate teenage humor, and I wasn't a Christian yet. So for me, in the modern day, it's very weird to watch these videos and to hear the things that I was saying, and honestly how I was saying them too, because if I'm being honest, I wasn't actually being my true self on camera. Every time I'd sit down to record a gaming video, I would take on this loud character. And this is something that most Let's Players do. I mean, I couldn't just play the game in a monotone voice. I had to get loud, I had to get silly, because no one would watch the videos if I didn't. The thing about me is that it wasn't about the views, and it still isn't about the views, but I put on this character anyway because I wanted my videos to be funny. And the problem was, I'm not that funny of a person, and at the time the internet was going through its terrible loud plus random equals funny stage, and I was basically the living cringy embodiment of that comedy mindset. So I ended up making gaming videos for 2 years. My last one was in 2016. And then for about a year, my channel went silent. But just because I wasn't posting videos doesn't mean that I wasn't still thinking about it. Around 2016 and 2018, the musical side of YouTube started really picking up steam, and I loved it. I loved these types of videos. The thing about me is that long before I loved making videos, long before I loved studying theology, long before anything, my first love was music. And during this time, I saw guys like Rob Scallon, Jared Dines, Fluff, Christina Grimmie, all making music videos on YouTube, and that sort of awakened my passion to follow music. So in 2018, I privated all of my gaming videos, I completely rebranded the channel, and now it was no longer EMB99, it was now Embody to Love. Embody to Love was my band name. And during this era of this channel, I first started off by posting heavy metal vocal covers. I grew up a metalhead, and at the time I was trying to learn how to scream. And I thought that the best way to learn how to do heavy metal vocals is to do heavy metal vocals. So I filmed a bunch of screamo covers and I posted it onto YouTube. And this is where one of my favorite moments of my YouTube journey happens. I posted a video of me covering a Darkness Divided song, and the bassist of the band actually saw my video and left a comment. When I got that notification, my mind was blown. I couldn't believe what was happening. A member of a band that I covered saw my video and he liked it. He left a super encouraging message, and that just made me want to pursue music even more. At around 2019, I started branching out and doing different types of genres, because I don't just listen to heavy metal, I listen to a whole bunch of stuff, and it really came through in my music. I started doing acoustic songs. You are my joy, you are my joy. You are my joy, you are my joy. I started doing punk rock songs. What will you do on the day that the King comes? You're not God, so stop acting like it. You're not God, so stop acting like it. I did worship songs. Jesus, Lord of all. Jesus, Lord of all. And I even did some ambient instrumental stuff. And it was during this era of my channel that most of its growth happened. I found this really cool circle of YouTubers that supported each other, and they were a community. And I found my place in that community, and it was really cool because I got to bond with my viewers, I got to bond with them as creators, and I got to share my music with people that I developed borderline friendships with. This era went on until early 2020, and this is when the world shut down. You would think that this would give me more time to record music, but I didn't. I was going through a really hard time personally. Like, the pandemic aside, I had a lot of stuff to work through in my personal life, and in time, I did. But during this time, I didn't have the energy or the resources or actually even the will to focus on making videos. The stuff that I was going through required my full attention, and I came out better for it. I didn't post during this time, but there was still a small part of me that missed it. And the silence on my YouTube channel lasted a couple years. From 2021 to 2023, I didn't post any videos. But that didn't stop me from gaining inspiration anyway. It was during this time where I started taking my Christian walk seriously again, and that impacted the types of videos that I watched on YouTube. And it was during this time where I started watching a lot of guys like Mike Winger and Matthias with his vlog channels, and especially his exec channel. And I was also watching a lot of Thomas Frank because I started going back to school again, and these videos really started to inspire me, not just in the video making way, but in the way I chose to live my life. For example, the reason why I started reading again was because of Matthias from High Five Studios. His videos on his exec channel changed the game for me. I loved the types of videos that he made because they were teaching me things that I could use to make my life better. Like, he taught me how to be more productive, he taught me how to read more, he even taught me about minimalism. But the thing that I loved most about Matthias is that he was open about his Christian faith.
One little thing I wanted to talk about too. For those of you that don't know, I am Christian. I'm a new Christian, recently been saved. For me, a lot of my leadership comes from God. A lot of my leadership comes from Christian principles.
As a Christian myself, that meant a lot to me, and it encouraged me to be a little more outspoken about my faith as well. And then there was also around this time where I started watching Mike Winger, and I started watching philosophy videos and theology videos, and these videos caused big changes in me as well. One thing about me is that I have a heart for ministry. I felt the call to ministry for almost a decade now. And it was guys like Matthias and especially Mike Winger that motivated me to start this new chapter of this channel. Now, I'm still working out the fine details, and it's going to take a lot of experimentation for me to find my format and what I want to do, but it's in the workings and I'm making a lot of headway and a lot of progress. The purpose of this channel now is to pass on some of the things that I've learned. Learning is something that I'm very passionate about, and I think everyone should strive to never stop learning. There are so many lessons that God teaches us as we live our lives, as we read His Word, as we go to Him in prayer. And I think that it's up to us to really internalize these things and to pass them on too. Like, even if you're not called to ministry, I think we're all called to be a witness and to spread not only the good news of the gospel, but all of the lessons that God graciously teaches us. I mean, isn't that kind of the whole point of the Great Commission? To go into all nations and to teach them and to disciple them. The Great Commission isn't something that God calls only the pastors or only the Bible teachers to. He calls us all to this cause. And from now on, that's what I want this channel to be. I want this channel to be a place where you and I can learn together. Now, I don't have all of the answers. Of course I don't. But I do love learning, and I love sharing what I learn, and that is what I'm going to be doing on this channel. And again, I want this to be a place where you and I can learn together. I don't want this channel to feel like a teacher talking to students. I want this to be a place where we can have discussions together and we can help edify and teach each other. Because that's one thing that I've noticed about ministry. I learned just as much as I taught. I think that that's really, really cool, and that God set it up that way for a reason. I'm still working out the types of formats that I'm going to use, but it'll all be targeted around theology, philosophy, and Christian living. So if that sounds like your kind of thing, I encourage you to stick around and let's see where this goes. Let's start learning together. Let's start talking with each other about God and about wisdom and about how to live more God-honoring lives. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you stick around to see what's next. Thank you for watching.